Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to my channel, Captain Swapan Mishra. We will take up some new events which have been occurred last 2-3 days. Our topic for today is whether General or Field Marshal Asim Munir, he has been called, rather invited or instructed to come to Washington for a dinner with President Trump. Invited or instructed. But before that, let us take up 2-3 issues and you might have remembered that I have made a video on SpaceX mission that was supposed to take up on 11th of this month, but again in the last moment it was cancelled because of some leakage in the rocket. The fuel is solid hydrogen fuel. There is some leakage found, so it was postponed to today, and hopefully today it will take up. Then another bit of news I'll just cover. Few days back, our Reserve Bank, when the committee went for the revision of economic things, every 3 months they revise the various rates and all. They have brought down the repo rate to by 50%, and also reduce the CRR by 1% in 4 quarterly. Means 25, 4 quarterly basic points and all. That what happens, reducing the CRR, and that gives more money to the banks to disburse loans, and reducing the repo rate, means at the rate at which the Reserve Bank pays interest when they buy from the banks, they take loan from the banks. That means the home loans and the vehicle loans, etc., some loans will be cheaper. Further these things. Here there is a economic things. Again, two very important these things I have mentioned. Again, good news for the Indian consumers. The May consumer price index, the retail inflation has come down to 2.8%. That means for that I will make a separate video. Actually, the retail consumer index, which are the goods and like vegetables, milk, what are cereals, rice, construction material, what are the come down or has gone up by what percent, and what is the average they have taken. That for the economic things and all, I will make a separate video on that. But it is good news that it has come down to 2.8%, and further some economists say that calculation, if proper calculation is made, it will be there on 1.72%. Anyway, that is the thing. Then I will touch upon that our Prime Minister is at Croatia now. The first Prime Minister to visit Croatia of India. He, after attending the second phase of G7, then he flew to Croatia. In between that, Trump was invited that to make a stopover, and all. For that, I will make a separate video on that. Then, the first leg of his tour was Cyprus. What I want to say about Cyprus is a very small country. Cyprus and India has gained independence at the same time. Cyprus was also a British colony, and India also was a British colony. Same time. But it is a very small island nation in the Mediterranean Sea. You can see in the atlas, you can find. And that is sharing the maritime border with Turkey. Turkey has occupied some of their small islands. It is a very small island, around 13 lakh population, but they are very happy people. very these things. Again, but again, Turkey. Why India Modi planned to make a visit to Cyprus first, then to G7? Because Turkey went totally against India with Pakistan on our Operation Sindoor. So Turkey had to be total lesson, mean tighten the screw under. इसको कहते हैं, whatever you can say, tighten the screw. So they, we have got the strategic things. What is the Cyprus this thing, national income? Basically tourism, small nation. It is like our Kotak Bhubaneswar twin city. That is the area. Fishing export, and their self-sufficient on the regular. 13 lakh population means bit of small agriculture and all, they're self-sufficient. So they are a very happy nation. Now, India is eyeing, targeting Cyprus because to counter Turkey, so that whatever thing they have discussion actually, basically, will build up ports. India is one of the most leading infrastructure building up project, like especially port and roads and all, education, science, technology, and also military. They don't have a proper military, but again facing the threat from Turkey. So they are having some small petrol boats and all, and that they are sharing maritime boundary with Turkey. So then their fishermen, where they are going and all, sometimes they have been driven away, and these things, and their land has been forcibly occupied Turkey. So they have to be militarily strong so that Turkey can be kept in a check. So that was the only reason, strategical reason, Modi visited Cyprus after 30 years. Another prime minister visiting Cyprus. That means we can create some military base there. We can place our own some sea center, or also once we build up a military sort of thing, naval facility, dockyard and all, then naval route will be clear, and also we can have a control over Mediterranean. Since Indian Navy has become a blue water navy, for that we have to have some bases, some leverage somewhere or other. So that was the main reason why Modi visited Cyprus. And then came to G7. G7, everybody, people, the second leg, by the time Trump has left, I'll make a separate video on that. In that 1 hour speech, Modi has mesmerized entire world. That if you see that video, his speech, totally entire world was mesmerized. Then he had a one-to-one talk with Marnie, Canadian Prime Minister, new Prime Minister. Immediately the result has been shown today. Their security agency, NSI, something like that, they have banned the Khalistan terrorist organizations in Canada. This is today's news. Now, then the diplomatic relations which have been downgraded, has been stagnated after during Trudeau's time. That Niger was that Khalistan was killed by unknown gunman. Then that will be upgraded now. So a lot of takeaway from this. But G7 meeting, whatever thing and all, it was a flop show. But the bilateral meeting between Modi and South African president, and again Italy's George Meloni, he met Australian Prime Minister Alfonso. The things that went in the right way. Now let's come to the main topic. It is President Trump invited or instructed that so-called self-made Field Marshal Asim Munir for a dinner at White House. Then, Asim Munir made a 5 days plan visit to America. For 2 days he waited because Trump was busy. Actually, he was for 1 day in the opening ceremony of G7 summit. He was there. Then within 4 to 5 hours, actually, he gave a speech on basically tariff, and all things. Blah blah blah. Nobody was. Everyone is everyone was sleeping or dozing. Comparatively, you see the live speech of Modi, live videos. Everybody was clapping. So then Trump gave an excuse that I'm going because that Iran and Israel is getting out of hand. He went there. Then Asim Munir was waiting for 2 days in a hotel and he was facing steep resistance from Pakistanis, not Indians, Pakistanis in America. In front of the hotel and the videos are available. I don't need to show those videos and all. It is available. Then, what happened when Trump instructed or invited Asim Munir, not the Prime Minister of Pakistan, not the Prime Minister of Pakistan, to have a dinner. That means it was not invited, he was instructed to come. Had he been invited, had the invitation had been sent, then the invitation would have been sent to Prime Minister of Pakistan. That means he was told, catch your ears and come and wait for me till the time I give permission to meet me. So he was waiting in that hotel for 2 days. Yesterday, Trump gave him around 1 hour time. He had some free lunch and all. What has transpired between him and everything, what Trump wants. This is a give and take and all. He might have told that how many dollars you take, you take. And all the Pakistani generals, their families, they have got a lot of assets in abroad, UK, USA and everywhere. And also their children are studying in foreign countries, not in Pakistan. So, what transpired between Trump and this is not known. Probably the Iran-Israel issue would have been taken up. Though Pakistan backed totally Iran, that Islamic State and whatever thing and all. Trump might have told him that okay, you back up whatever thing and all. We also we want to destroy Iran, or we want to not destroy exactly. Nobody wants to destroy anybody. There are civilians and all. We want to change the regime. And that hardliners regime should go and the soft regime should come. Then you don't interpret. First thing. Second thing, if you can create your ISI is under you. You have been the ISI chief. You can remember the Pulwama attack. Asim Munir was the ISI chief. So if you can create bit of disturbance through ISI in their area, so you'll be able to control the regime. Probably Trump doesn't want to get into direct conflict with Iran, but Israel is doing his job well. So I don't know what the instruction Asim Munir got. Instructions, orders. I can say, Trump says instruction, but it is taken as an order by the Pakistan. And what they will do. But again, I can remember 2 incidents. If you remember Zia-ul-Haq, he was the president plus chief of the army staff. 2 positions he was holding. So he was called to America. Then the Soviet who was controlling Afghanistan. Then all these things started. All Talibani. Then they are dipping out. Zia also made a lot of money, and Pakistan those Sharia, Baria and all things, Islamic cases that entered into Pakistan in his time. One time. Second time, Parvez Musharraf was invited personally for a lunch with Obama after 9/11. 9/11. George Bush, not Obama, George Bush. Obama just continued. George Bush, second. Then he was also giving a lot of money, whatever thing and all. So let's throw out the Taliban. The Russians were out. Taliban was controlling. Let's Bin Laden and all the Mullah Omar, they created the 9/11 things and all because of the Kattarwadi and all. Then they said, okay, now we'll have to throw those Taliban out. So Musharraf immediately agreed, took money, and allowed all his aircraft bases, Air Force bases, and all logistic through Pakistan, through Iran, to reach Afghanistan, and to throw the Taliban out. And then America came to power for stayed for 20 years or something like that. Now the third general has been coming, Halaki, but he is not the Prime Minister or President of Pakistan. Actually, I don't know what is the plan of Trump. In fact, in case he wanted a state guest to come to this, he would have invited President of Pakistan or Prime Minister of Pakistan. Then, what are the repercussions in India? When the invitation was sent, the Pak media was very much thrilled. They immediately said that Asim Munir was invited to be the chief guest of the Victory Day Parade of America. Victory Day Parade that America, जैसे like our Republic Day Parade. We generally call a foreign dignitaries to be the chief guest, and he take the salutes of the parade. You would have seen the Republic Day things. So Pak media immediately flashed that Asim Munir was such a thing. He became a world leader. America also needs him. He called him. America called him to be the chief guest of the Victory Parade. Immediately, our India, especially the Congress, all these Congresses are fools. Their leaders, some fool like Joram Ramesh. You might have understood his, you might have heard his name, Joram Ramesh, some Supriya Senate, and another fool, that is Pawan Kheda. They immediately hyped. Look. America invited Asim Munir to be the chief guest of the Victory Parade. Finally, America refuted that. America told that no, you have instructed. Rather, I'll really change my tone. We have directed to come here, and we'll give him a pre-launch, and also give him some dollars and instruct him what is to be done, what is not to be done on our interest. And Trump might have told him that remain in hotline, whenever I say, immediately get up and do whatever I say. That might have been the show of it. And from here, I am closing my video again with my slogan, Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Vande Mataram.